Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
Bitcoin just pumped again, tipped over the previous all-time high, formed a new all-time high, and then, boom, dumped 15%. 15% in a couple of hours to the downside. And the big question is why? Why would it not go crazy like all the analysts say on Twitter? If we go to a new all-time high, we should be rallying hard. What has happened here? Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's the Patient Hodler coming at you with another very quick Bitcoin crypto update. And if you enjoy these very quick updates coming for you here, then smash up the like button right now. Let me know by smashing the likes. The more likes you pump out here, the more motivated I am to do these on a daily basis. And actually I am excited, not because of the intro, that was epic, but also because of this here. So this is interesting, very interesting, and there's something behind it. So you see here this drop, right? So if you really zoom in, Bitcoin just formed this new high here. If we mark it with a label, we see here that Bitcoin has just tipped over that all-time high. If we go with this blue line a little bit to the side, actually we have to change the mode here a little bit. Then we see here is the previous high, more or less, right? And then here is the new high. So, okay, new all-time high, but we have this big dump to the downside from 69,000 all the way to sub 60,000, so 59,340. And that dump, in my opinion, was absolutely planned, coordinated, and also there's a little bit of confluence with what traders would do anyways. So there are a lot of traders that would close a part of their trade exactly at hitting the all-time high, the previous all-time high. So because they know that usually Bitcoin reacts hard and sells off, so that accelerates the sell-off. But there's a little bit more to the story. So if we're going here to CoinGlass, and we're looking at the last 12 hours of liquidations, we see that actually there are a lot of longs, especially Bitcoin longs, that got liquidated. So we see here 247 million of longs that were stacked up to go, like ready to go. And then also 150 million of Ethereum, 32 million of Solana, 32 million of degenerate Doge longs, and 157 million of others. We have Chainlink longs, XRP longs, everything was ready to go in the last 12 hours to go to a new all-time high. I even saw it in groups. I saw it on social media. Everyone was like, we are going to new all-time highs. It's a new all-time high, boys, let's fly off. And the contrary happens as so often. So that was clearly a calculated move, dump to liquidate all of these longs, and then immediately on the 4-hourly we can see it immediately, the bounce back into the green, because the shortest, the 12k bears, they were like, what do my eyes see? What do we see here? A red candle, we have to open more shorts, right? And that's what they did, because they thought now actually the 1929 financial crisis is finally hitting, hyperinflation, everything goes bankrupt. Now is the time to open the shorts to bring Bitcoin to 3,500, right? Obviously not. Obviously, that's absolutely delusional. Some of these people still believe, or maybe they just have to play the same narrative because that's their role on YouTube, but some of them still believe that Bitcoin goes to 12K, 8K, 3.5K, right? I'm not going to name any names, but that's absolutely delusional in my opinion. And I will admit that I was wrong if we go below 12K in this cycle. So yeah, there we go. Now, what actually happens here with the selling is not only traders and everyone taking profits, everyone betting on that, and whales trying to liquidate as many longs as they can and get everyone wrecked. But also this year, it appears that a large amount of Bitcoin mined in 2010 was dumped following the all-time high, partially contributing to today's price correction. Bitcoin moving from old hands to new hands. Now, that can be either someone who finally found their keys to the Bitcoin access. So we see here like the selling like 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. So a lot of Bitcoin actually. If we go go all that list, like we see here that Bitcoin was created, right? So 50, 50, 50, all of that Bitcoin got dumped. That's quite some Bitcoin here. So that's, I think if we add all this up, and probably there's more, that's more than the daily production of Bitcoin for sure. So someone took a massive profit. Now that can also be a miner that was just sitting on the back of Bitcoin, and they happened to sell those Bitcoins that they were mining from the very early days on, right? But yes, true. It's changing from old hands to new hands. And then there's also this, right? Remember that every bull run, no matter how crazy it is usually accompanied by 20 to even 40% dips, right? And I like this graphic because of this very sophisticated bear with I was right all the time. Yeah, you're right during these dips, and for sure that gives some engagement. But yeah, we were due a dip, right? So the last reason here is obviously GBTC, because even though that the other ETFs are piling up like crazy, we still had some pretty big outflows from GBTC that were eaten up by the ETFs. But now if we have all of this extra selling plus the whale games on it, that can lead to a shorter term dip of minus 15% as we saw it. And maybe there's more, maybe they're not done. Maybe the longs are piling up again, and maybe they're not done liquidating. But on Friday we saw a bigger net outflow daily at minus 39.6 million. So already there the net outflow was negative, with GBTC contributing to with $492.4 million. And we see here the total holdings of GBTC, how they just decreased the moment that they were able to convert. And now the holdings are just decreased more in the last days, and today probably they sold off even more as the price went higher. And it's not GBTC themselves, it's probably whatever company that has assets in GBTC, and one of them, we identified them on stream before, is Gemini, the one behind, no, what was it? Genesis, the one behind Gemini. Sorry for that. Yeah, it's Genesis. So we know that they were allowed to sell off hundreds of millions in shares. So they could be behind that. So its holding as of March 4th per date of monitoring of CoinGlass totaled at 428,540 BTC, which is 28.9 billion. So there is a lot more to dump. So every time we could go to that all-time high area, there is more GBTC outflows, and we will see if the market can take it, or if we will actually have our first big pullback in this parabolic rise. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Don't forget to smash up the like button for the very quick updates. Subscribe to the channel with notifications on to never miss out. And also check out the live stream section for the Crypto Morning Coffee, where we are going over extensive Bitcoin news, crypto news, altcoin and Bitcoin analysis, and also Ecomi and Vivi news, and whatever else is hot right now in the crypto space. So that always and every day at 7:50 CET in the morning, so AM. Make sure to check that out. I see you there, and wherever you are on the world, have such great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. I catch you in the next video.